I've always been the kind of girl that hid my...
I'm not a dancer, and this is not a makeup tutorial. But I just figured, since I'm doing my makeup, I could, kill two birds with one stone. I always mess up saying so. Anyways, so I brought you in here so I could talk to you guys while I'm doing my makeup. Okay? Okay. I wanted to share with you guys something that is really important to me, and that is why I started the Bryn Brand. So many of you know, I share with you like what you can expect to get, when you sign up. Not when you sign up. There's nothing to sign up to. But what you can expect from the Bryn Brand, like recipes and haven't really done fitness tips yet, but I need to do some. I need to get my girl Lindsay to do some fitness tips for us all. But basically just a community where you can expect recipes and all the fun stuff. So, I should have put my phone on airplane mode. Getting messages. Okay. Focus, Hannah. Focus. Alrighty. I guess I will start back in January of 2018 because I feel like that's a good starting point. So January of 2018, I got a prophetic word saying that I would have connections to California. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I love California. I've always loved to visit California. It just, I don't know. I just love that place. Love that state. And so I didn't think too much of it other than maybe the guy was just picking up on the fact that I love that state. Well, fast forward a couple months and I have this dream. And in this dream, I go to Pedro's restaurant. When I had this dream, the only Pedro I knew was a guy that I used to clean my house. That is literally it. So I had no clue what the Lord was speaking to me about that. So I just remembered it in my heart. And it made sense a couple months later. My friend Sarah was in this masterclass full of entrepreneurs called 100X. And it was a 100X Academy at the time. And she had done the June one and really was encouraging me to look at doing the July one. And I was like, yeah, it sounds really good. At the time I was doing some network marketing and I thought I could apply what I learned to that. So I looked into it and I saw that you had to answer these questions and I was like, Honestly, I was just being really lazy. And so I didn't do it. Well, I can't remember the exact time frame. I think it was like a week before the July masterclass started, or a couple weeks. And my friend was like, hey, are you going to sign up? Are you going to do it? I was like, I don't know. And she was just really encouraging me to do so. And she said, the leader of it, his name is Pedro. And just started telling me all about Pedro and how awesome he was. And so when she said the name Pedro, I was like, oh, ding, 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 ding. Get this. I just had a dream a couple months ago or a month ago. I don't know. Can't remember all the timeline of it. But basically, in my dream, I was going to Pedro's restaurant. So right then and there, it confirmed that I needed to join this free July masterclass. So I joined it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. just the stuff I was learning. Like I knew nothing about entrepreneurship, like nothing. And so I felt like such a small fish in this big pond. But the thing is I knew I was supposed to be in this group. And that was for two reasons. One, because 100X is based out of California, so it links it to the January prophetic word. And two, I had that dream about going to Pedro's restaurant, and the leader of the group, the founder, his name is Pedro. And so I knew the Lord was speaking to me about like feasting, because what do you do at a restaurant? You eat. And that's exactly what I did within 100X. I feasted on all the information and all the things that he was teaching me. And it was just incredible. So I knew I was supposed to be in there, but I didn't know why. Okay. I didn't know why actually for 9 months. It's a long time. Okay. Not really, I'm being slightly dramatic, but felt like a long time. And I just was like, I have no idea, Lord, why you've called me to this group. I just know you have, and so I'm faithfully being in this group. So about 9 months after being in the group, I was on a phone call with my friend Maddie, and I was like, Maddie, like, what can I do? She's an amazing business owner and has so much wisdom. And so I was asking her, like, what's like, I don't know, like, what should I put my hands to? And she threw out this idea, and I was like, something about it just felt right. And it reminded me of a dream I had that was very similar to what she was talking about. So as we were talking on the phone, I'm like, hold that thought just a second. So I went and grabbed my dream journal, and I found this dream that I had back in 2013. And it just like confirmed what she was talking about. I'm like, all right, we're on to something here. So started getting a little more clarity. Well, then I went to the 100X conference that they had here in Dallas it was in March. And I just started dialoguing with the Lord. Like, okay, seems like you're calling me to do this. What does it look like? Help me expand this vision. So I started telling some of my friends at the conference, and I told this one girl, and then the next day she came back and she's like, hey, I had this dream, and in this dream you were da-da-da-da-da, and basically confirming what I had told her the day before. Then I go and talk to someone else, and I share a little bit about what I feel like the Lord is saying. They then were like, yeah, and then I see this, and I see this, and I see this. And then that night, I'm talking to another one of my friends, and I barely share anything. She's like, wait. And then she starts giving me this prophetic word that confirms everything that I had heard that day. And I was like, okay, God, you've made it very clear. I know what you want me to do. So then I left conference with an idea, and it was time to get to work. And the Lord spoke to me very clearly on two things: the price and the fabric blend. And everything else, it was this knowing. So I knew I needed a manufacturing place. Okay, hold on. You may not see my face, but you'll hear my voice. I went to I Googled manufacturing places here in Dallas because I knew I was going to need one. And I reached out to a couple and just was led by Holy Spirit, like, okay, which one? It's like, yep, no, yep, no, yep, no, like that kind of thing. So I set up a consultation meeting with this one that I felt like the Holy Spirit led me to. And it just went really, really, really good. I felt the Holy Spirit. I brought one of my friends. Actually, I brought Maddie. And she felt the Lord, and we were both just really encouraged. Well, at the meeting, they gave me this pamphlet or the sheet with like all these different contacts for like fabric and just different things. And so when it came to choosing the fabric, I was like, okay, this one, like Holy Spirit, who do I go with? And I just felt like he was like, this one. Like, nope, this one. So I reached out to this person who happens to be out in California, and she's my fabric vendor, and she's just incredible, super easy to work with. She just gets it done at a really quick pace. And she was able to find the percentage of fabric that I need. So got fabric, got my sample made, and then just after talking to my mentor about the price per unit that they were offering me, she was like, oh, that's really high. I was like, yeah, I kind of thought so too. So then it led me on a journey of finding a different manufacturing company who would do excellent work, but at a much better price point. And so it led me to this place. And they happen to be Christian. The owner is just amazing. We hit it right off. Just felt like, yes, this is who I'm supposed to use. And it just was one of those things where you're like, this just feels right. So I had to order more fabric and set up a meeting with a different lady who this manufacturing company recommended I use for the application of the word that I'm going to apply to my product. So I had a meeting with them, felt really great about them. So where I stand now is I just got word this morning that my samples, sizes small through extra large, are ready for pickup. So I need to go pick those up. I can't today because I got some stuff going on, but I'm going to go pick those up tomorrow, and then I'm going to drop them off at the screen printing place. And then once I get that back, we're going to test it out. I'm going to have some of my girlfriends test it out. I'm going to test it out. Wash, wear, see if there are any like adjustments that need to be made to it. And then if we're good to go, then we're going to start production, which is like so crazy and hard to believe. But it's just cool to see the goodness of God and how when he gives you something and like you put your hands to it and you trust him in the process. I would have loved for him to be like, speak audibly to me, like, use this person or use this person, but it just didn't happen like that. It required me to do a lot of research, and it required me to just go off this feeling of, okay, I feel like you're saying yes here. I feel like it was almost like a feeling, like I feel this. And so just trusted that. And it was really cool. It was a really fun, like, adventure. And I know it's not over. I know it's not done. But that's basically the small version. There's more details that I will share probably at a later date. Maybe when I do the launch of my product. But that is why. Oh, didn't even really tell you this part. So the reason why I started the Bryn Brand is because I knew this would take, like, to get the product from nothing to something. I knew it was going to take time, and so I thought in the meantime, why not build a community, and just, you know, invite y'all into the process of what it looks like to go from like nothing to something. And so that's why I decided to come up with the Bryn Brand. So I know I look a little scared right now because I don't have my eyelashes on, and I blow dry my eyelash color. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to click off, sign off, whatever. But thanks for joining me today while I do my makeup and listening to why I started the Bryn Brand.